What's up guys, welcome to the next video. We have got a video for you today talking about my team, Man United, how the season went. Let's start off there. For me, I feel like it started off alright. I mean, under Ruben, yeah, we weren't getting the best of results at times throughout it, but what I would say is we played better football in sense of a team and creativity and that, like, wise, because all the team were doing stuff where I will get into later, like, a bit more about who's more reliant on Carrick's team and whatnot. But yeah, under Ruben, a lot of things could have gone better in sense of maybe results and whatnot. But what I will say also is, like, results are not really what got Ruben sacked. It's just the fact he spoke the truth. They didn't like the truth, unfortunately, and they got rid of him. I mean, half the fan base were happy, half the fan base weren't. For me personally, at the time, I wasn't. I still think he would have took us somewhere if you'd given him time. But if you didn't want him to use the free at back that he has literally made teams really good under, why like hire someone who's orientated to like the free at the back thing, which he uses to dominate games and whatnot? Doesn't really make sense on the else's part. So yeah, I mean, he was never gonna like change either, because he obviously believes in these ways and doesn't believe in any other ways really. So just one of those really. And then obviously he eventually got sacked for speaking the truth, as I said. And Michael Carrick came in, and we dominated City. I still can't believe how good we played in that game. Outplayed them, deserved to be 2-3. I mean, it should have been 3, because that goal that Mason Mount scored was a goal. I don't know how they were trying to set us offside. There's a load of rubbish. Still stand by that. The Arsenal game, where we beat them 3-2 at their ground. I mean, we started poorly really. We got fortunate that they gifted Mbappe the ball. I think it's in Mendy, and then he's calmly put it away. And then in the second half, obviously, Dorgu scored that great link-up goal with Bruno and that amazing strike, which I am still surprised that wasn't a mention in goal of the season. I don't know, maybe I'm biased, but pretty good goal, won't lie. And then it kind of got cagey there. I mean, not really a lot happened throughout the second half until the 84th minute, I think it was, when Marino scored the header from a corner. Of course, it had to come from a corner. If I speak, I'm in trouble. So yeah, they equalise, and then 3 minutes later, I think it is, Cunha gets the ball from a Manu pass, hits one, and well, the rest is history, isn't it? Because we the fucking biggest! Quote from my boy Cunha. Great strike, and what a way to win a game, especially at one of the best teams technically in the league right now, maybe even in Europe, some would say, this season. I mean, personally for me, I think Arsenal, the way they play is very unsatisfying if I was their type of fan. I mean, whenever we play them, it is the most boring game I've ever watched in my life. But you know what, they won the league. Whether you think they deserved it or not, if it had quite a few decisions to go their way, they still won the league, so congrats to them, I guess, somewhat. I mean, depends what you believe in, I guess. For me, though, I feel like we under Carrick, we weren't amazing, but we getting results, and that's the funny thing. We were getting results. I do believe Carrick can make this team click, because I tell you what, Ruben made this team like togetherness like this now, but Carrick has come in and really got them like playing as a team even more. I think the biggest problem, the biggest fault for me in terms of the way we now play, and I mean, I guess it's a good but bad thing, is that Bruno is literally the inspiration to the team, and if Bruno plays bad, the team plays bad. And we've seen that in a few games under Carrick, where Bruno's not being able to get in the game and we look woeful. So, I mean, midfield is very a big place that we need to sort out this summer, I would say, for me. But yeah, in the end, we finished third. We're not in Europe and not in any competitions because we fell out early on in each of them. So we should have got Europe. We did get Europe. We got third in the end, so can't complain. I mean, they did what they did. Not a terrible season, but by far not a good season either, really. Let's be realistic. My best game, from what I can remember in the sense of an entertainment purpose, I don't know, maybe it is the Bournemouth game. Even though we didn't win it, it was just end to end. It was mental. The game was mental, wasn't it? It was great to watch, I have to say. Even though we didn't win the game, it was just amazing just to watch, really, for me. The worst game, well, for me, it's probably like the Everton game where we lost to 10 men, or the Newcastle game where we lost against 10 men. I'm not really sure which one I would pick, so maybe just both. Because losing to 10 men, yeah, just not the most enjoying moment of the season, let's say. I guess you could say. For me, about the transfers, I mean, I think personally the top 4 that I would sign right now is Tonali, Edison, Fernandez, and Doof. They're the 4 I would sign right now for me, because we need a left back, and Doof, I like Doof. I think that his crossing ability is there, and Sesko would love a ball, how he puts them in when he does, and you know, he's young, so it'd be a good way to, like, you know, get him, you know, potential wise going, maybe I'd say. Fernandez, I mean, he's been really good since he's from Southampton to West Ham. I mean, they do still want 50 million, which is ridiculous considering they need to sell players. I mean, some would say maybe they're just trying to get the best price, but I mean, come on, 40 million should be it, and see you later. But hey, not my player, I guess. But yeah, that Edison, 38 million has been reported about, around about that. I think it's a good price for him. I mean, yeah, it's a risk. Serie A, Italy, not worked out for United over the last few years, but you when you pay only 38 million, I don't think it's a bad deal really, and he does look good somewhat when I've seen him play. So, you know, we can only, if it does happen, look forward to seeing him play at United. Well, it's not definite. Any of the transfers are definite technically, but yeah, Tonali obviously would be my number 1, because obviously, you know, great defensive midfielder is exactly what we need considering Casemiro's leaving, and he never know, he might pop up a goal randomly, because he's done that for Newcastle since being there. So yeah, I paid probably 80 million for him most, but it's hard to say because clubs don't really keep the players really. So it is what it is, but they're my top 4 signings I would make at least in the summer. But we will see what United do. I mean, there's been a lot of good reports in terms of trying to make things happen early on. But obviously, until it happens, can we really be happy and satisfied? No. So Palace are playing tonight, and I have a lot of respect for Palace. So for me, I feel like you just got to hope, as an English person, or who anyone supports the Premier teams, you want Palace to win, surely, because unless you're a Brighton fan, of course. But Palace, I like the way they play. I think they're an interesting team. Glasner's leaving after this, so if he can win the FA Cup, Community Shield, and then a European competition, what a few years at club. Like, honestly, you can't knock him. Like, he's been brilliant for him, especially if he wins tonight. I do hope they do win tonight. You know, go support the English team. Why not? Unless it's Arsenal in the final against PSG, because nah, let's not end the well, please, PSG. That's why they better not do it. Don't let them win. And the last thing I would like to talk about really is like the World Cup squad. I mean, obviously there's been a lot of people complaining, upset, moaning. For me personally, there's just a few players there shouldn't be there, like Kwanzaa shouldn't be there. I don't really think he deserves to be there, but maybe I'm wrong. Stones being there is ridiculous. What is Stones doing there? Like, how has that happened? Dan Burn, I don't mind. The people who have the thing against Dan Burn, but Dan Burn's been alright, and I actually think he deserves to be there perfectly over Hull. It is what it is. I mean, then again, you could say Spence shouldn't be there over Hull, but Hull hasn't been good from what I heard, so it's one of those weird ones. I don't know. I don't know really about that. How was Eze there? Don't know. It's not been that good for Arsenal. Let's be realistic. If he isn't actually on form and that, he shouldn't be there. Same with Madueke, 3 goals in the Prem. Is he having a lot? Look, I said Foden and Palmer should have been there, but how the hell did Madueke make it into the team? I will never know. And people keep saying like, oh, because it's direct play. Yeah, I get that, but like you have to also be playing well, surely? No? Like, I don't know. Is that not a thing? Was that not his thing anyway? I thought it was about informed players. But I don't have the biggest problem except for that. I think the squad's okay, and I don't think we'll do too bad. I don't think we'll win it. Far from win it. Not a chance. Not a chance we're going to win it. But you never know. I guess you can only say 99% chance of failing, 1% hope, really. But except for that, guys, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, do like, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to do, react to, anything like that. Leave it in the comments. I would like to read them and reply to you always. And except for that, take care of yourself, guys.